The next reference type I want to discuss are footnotes and endnotes. So these are a form of cross-reference, but they're tools that are independent of the cross-reference button on the Insert tab. They actually have their own buttons. So the difference between a footnote and an endnote resides essentially in where they live. So a footnote is additional text about something in the document that you want to reference for the user, but you don't want it as part of the stream of the narrative. You want to set it aside from that. So with a footnote, that information ends up in a smaller text denoted at the foot of the page or the bottom of the page, versus an endnote, which collects all of the annotations and adds them to the very bottom of the document. Which you prefer depends on your personal preference, or it depends on the citation style you may be using for your document. So on the screen right now, I'm still in the project update file. I actually scroll down to the pros and cons section because you can see that on this page, there are a number of footnotes, so little additional reference marks that exist here. Now you can see them numbered based on where they are in the on this particular page. So all of these refer to items that are on this page. If I scroll up the page, we should be able to identify them by their corresponding superscripted number at the end of the sentence to which they're annotating. So I see my 1 here, I can see 3 here, I can see 2 here. Now endnotes, I'm going to scroll down because we've got an example down here. These are endnotes. Okay, so you can see the numbering scheme is a little bit different. You can change that though. You can have it be any type of number style you want. But these are just collected and pushed at the end. Now these actually could appear not just on this page, they could appear all the way at the beginning of the document or the middle or so on. That's the difference between the endnote and the footnote. But let me show you how to add these yourself. So let me go, I'm going to go, whoops, back up to the top of the document. Okay, and I'd like to put a little footnote here that just maybe lists a name or a number maybe of who the executive sponsorship could be. Okay, so I'm just going to add that right here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select the information that I want the footnote to apply to. And then what I'm going to do is on the Insert tab, I'm going to access, oh, I'm sorry, not on the Insert tab, apologies. I'm actually going to be using now the References tab. So the References tab will have your footnotes and your endnotes in the footnotes section. So I'm going to insert this as a footnote. So I'm going to choose that option. You're going to see that it automatically shifts the page down because it applied the numbering to the highlighted text. It applied a number in the bottom of the page, and now it simply wants me to type the annotation that I want. So I could say, Ethan Kane will lead the sponsorship team. I'm simply going to click away. And now if I scroll up, you can see the 1 up here, and you can see that it correlates to the footnote here. Now these little icons that you see here, they represent the footnote itself. And when I hover on top of it, my mouse pointer changes. And if I am still, this mouse is very sensitive, but if I hold it still, it'll actually bring up a screen tip that reads for me what I've typed in the footnote itself. That's super helpful because it means if you want to read the annotation, you don't have to keep scrolling up and down and up and down. You can actually see it exactly in place. So that's how I would do a footnote. Let's take a look at an endnote. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit, and let's say I want to put an endnote for this cost right here. I'm going to highlight that. That's what I want the annotation to be associated with. On the References tab, I'm going to choose Insert Endnote. You can see what it did is it scrolled me all the way to the bottom of the document, and it put a brand new number in that list of endnotes that were already there. Now, why did this one go to number 1? Because it's happening in the document sooner than the other 3. So it's automatically going to renumber these as I add them. So I might say cost is subject to change. Beautiful. So that's how I create an endnote and a footnote. Very much the same technique, just different where they show up.